In this video, I'll share with you some more effective teaching strategies that take very little time and will increase student engagement and student achievement and reduce off-task classroom behaviour. The teaching strategies you use in the classroom will either help improve student behaviour or reduce student engagement. And unfortunately, what works one day may not work another day. That's why part of teacher wellbeing means to have a repertoire of engaging teaching strategies that take little or no time to prepare so that you can whip them out at any given moment. As teachers, we're always looking for ways to optimise the learning for our students, whilst also taking little extra preparation time. Simple, effective ways to engage your students that won't require any extra work for you. Interactive teaching techniques have been shown over and over to be the most effective ways to engage students, as well as increase learning outcomes. My name's Mari Amaro, and I'm the Principal Presenter at The Highly Effective Teacher. I'm a teacher, and I've been working with students and supporting teachers for over 30 years. I'm passionate about teacher wellbeing, and I combine research and experience to provide strategies that improve teacher wellbeing, especially practices that take no extra time and can actually give you back time by learning to work more effectively. I love coaching teachers so that they thrive in the teaching profession, not just survive. Improved teacher wellbeing means improved student wellbeing, and that contributes to better academic and social outcomes for all our students. If you'd like to learn more about teacher wellbeing, please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so that you receive notifications of all our videos. When you subscribe, that helps to support the channel and means that we can keep making these videos to get the information and support out to more teachers. And if you'd like to learn more ways to engage students that take no extra time, check out the first video on this particular topic. And also check out our video on how to deal with students who won't engage. There's some great strategies in there to use for those more tricky kids. Here are some easy ways to increase student engagement in your class without having to spend heaps of hours preparing. Number one, peer teaching. This is a highly underused but highly effective strategy you can use in your classroom. Pair kids up in a variety of ways, according to their interests, according to friendships, and the most beneficial way is with other students who are close in skill level for the particular task. When we pair kids with others who are far above their level, it's obvious to both students and can be detrimental to confidence. When they're more evenly paired, they can learn from each other more effectively. Students often learn more easily from each other than they do from us. After you've given your lesson instruction, allow students who feel capable to assist others who may need additional help. And the best way to embed any learning is to teach someone else. If you'd like to learn more about how to teach your students to get along with each other so that this strategy works, check out our upcoming video on how to teach students to get along with each other. Number two, an expert in the class. Provide opportunities for students to be the expert at something in which they're interested. Kids all have different kinds of skills that they would love to share with the class, and you may be surprised at what your students could teach you if they get the chance. Number three, body voting. Prepare this by making some statements or asking questions that students need to move to answer. For example, you could give them two possible responses to a question, yes or no, and they move to a part of the room to indicate their response. Call on various students to say why they've stood why they have. You can also give them a choice of four responses to a contentious statement. That could be agree, disagree, or strongly disagree. In another variation of that same activity, students can stand on a continuum to indicate their level of participation or agreement with a particular statement. And getting students to move increases blood flow to the brain, which keeps them engaged and active. And when you get them to stand in particular situations, get them to talk to someone near them before you ask them to share. That's another variation on think, pair, share, because if you get them to talk then, they're more likely to listen to you when you're talking and then listen to each other. Number 4, mini whiteboards. Use mini whiteboards to check in with student understanding as you teach. Mini whiteboards or response cards give students a simple way to let you know if they're following your instructions or not. It also is a low stress way for students to respond, because if they're incorrect, they can rub it out straight away. Mini whiteboards are great for kids who refuse to write, because they know that whatever they write is temporary, and that helps to reduce their anxiety about being correct. This method also gives you immediate feedback on whether students are understanding the work, so it's a great formative assessment technique. Number 5, team teach with a colleague. If you and another teacher are teaching the same or related topics, consider teaching together so that you can maximise your strengths. Each of you can provide instruction in the areas you feel most confident, and you can offer small group assistance to students who need additional instruction, as well as extension work for those who catch on more quickly. Look at dividing the class into groups according to interest, past experience, prior learning, and background. And you could also allow students to self-select the groups that they join. Number 6, do now. When students come to your class, either from another class or from a playground, they need a settling activity so that they can orientate themselves to your class and have that ready as soon as they enter the room. This avoids time wasting that can happen if you wait for the stragglers or you're waiting to get organised. And it also gives students who are in the room something to focus on rather than random chatting or becoming distracted or disruptive. Your settling activity can be very simple, such as making words out of given letters, answering 5 quick quiz questions, or writing 5 guesses for what the next class topic will be. In my book, Habits of Highly Effective Teachers, there are loads of ideas for do now activities. And it's a really great strategy for getting a class on task as soon as they walk in. Make the do now activities interesting, slightly challenging, and with a high degree of built-in success. There are many ways to increase student engagement and consequently student achievement. What are your favourites? Give us a list of them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and happy teaching.